And I somehow did the math wrong because I have way too much planks and shit and star metal. I don't know what the fuck happened. I blacked out. This guy's giving me a sausage and 2 nuts and some milk.
Tax has been collected.
That's awesome.
He gave me 69 coin, 1 sausage, 2 nuts, and some milk.
I haven't
What a
seen that
freaking
in a
legend.
minute.
I think he just came all over me.
He for sure did.
This is the new zone, by the way. Kind of looks like, I don't even know. This is like this whole like expansion is like kind of like a Wildlands expansion, I guess. It's all about like different beasts and whatnot. Their new heart rune ability has to do with like turning into like it's like a primal fury thing. You're like turning into, I don't think you're turning necessarily into something. You're like getting like massive and like smacking things with your fists or something. So they revamped a lot of the game.
Or
I wouldn't do
Wait,
them
there's
right away.
mounts now? Yeah, there's mounts. The starter mounts right now for this new update is, I can show you actually. This is horses, direwolves, and then lions. No cars? Yeah, not yet. Not yet. We're not riding cars yet, but maybe we will. Are they different stats from each other? Nah, they're just different looks. The lion, the horse, and the wolf is just different looks. There's nothing different about them. Maybe in the future they might do something like that, but is New World good for casuals? I would say it's probably best for casuals. I'll be honest, with all these changes that they've made it very, very casual to the point where like you don't really need to spend a lot of time to get things done. They fast forwarded a lot of the game. For some of you guys might be a bad thing. For some of you guys might be a good thing. That's a difference of opinion, right? I personally think they made it a little too fast. Like, you can zoom in this game. Ever understand how WoW's people's favorite game over ESO or Final Fantasy? Because it's just so good. It's smooth, fluid. Like, that's the most important, is like the feeling, right? The most important thing in an MMO is when you take that first step and you're walking around. WoW has nailed that. Elder Scrolls Online, not so much. Final Fantasy, it feels like a free-to-play version of WoW, but it's not bad. But like the thing is, WoW is just a super smooth and fluid experience. That's it. It's not anything it's not complicated. Like, people are like, I'll never understand, but it's quite simple. It's just you move your first step and you're like, oh, this feels good. It's kind of like Counter-Strike, right? Like, you take your first step in CS and you're like, yeah, this game feels pretty good. In Valorant, you take your first step and it feels pretty good. First-person shooters have that feeling of movement too. And MMOs, the game starts when you take your first step. And you'll play a game like New World. You take your first step in New World and it's like look at my feet. Look at my feet right now. And I know you're like, who cares? But that matters. That is your first impression. Your first step is your first impression. Wait, what is this?
That's like
oh, is this like an infinite
issue,
farm?
though. Like,
That's
it's pretty
funny.
big. Because most players that haven't
funny.
done that can't even attempt that stuff.
The players found like an infinite mammoth spawn. This is hilarious. The mammoth just keeps respawning like instantly, so if you want to level your artifact, this is it. PvE looks sleeper. I mean, let's be real, dude. What game's PvE is exciting? I don't even think like doing retail WoW M+ or Mythic content is exciting. I don't really think Guild Wars, fucking I don't, they're all, you do them, once they're done, you know what they are, and then that's it. It's just a grind. The only MMO that I think is exciting and repeatable and fun is Lost Ark. What? That's the only game that I think doing raids each week is exciting and fun, because it's still like, you know everything, but there's small variants here and there that you're like, oh wow, I forgot that was a mechanic, because they have like 55 mechanics. Someone said RuneScape.
Yep. I'll be
What the fuck are you saying? I love that. I love that energy. The thing is, you play a MMO because you're trying to get better and grind and get better rewards, loot, whatever, be stronger. That's your goal each week. That's why you play it. Some MMOs function a little differently, where they're like, nostalgia kind of carries them and you just want to play because it's the what's it called, the what's that? Sunk cost fallacy. Like RuneScape is a sunk cost fallacy kind of game. Honestly, a lot of MMOs struggle from that like you spent so much time in them and you just can't quite let go. Like WoW, right? You just can't quite let go because you've just spent so much time and you just like can't. It's a very common thing in MMOs. OSRS is not sunk cost, and that's yeah, okay. Just keep coping, brother. That's the thing about MMOs is you just put so much time into them and you can't quit. Like a lot of people would agree that this game is also like that, but it's because it's just a common MMO thing. I want them to be good enough so I can sink time and not think about time sunk. This is a pretty good game for that, to be honest, because it's like a blend of a lot of different games. It's got like the profession system, which is addicting in itself. The PvE mechanics and pushes on mutations are quite fun and challenging. Once you do them once, though, you have it on farm, and then that's it, right? It's all like, all MMOs are like that, you know? You entry level, once you're there, and that's it. It's just a matter of doing the same thing until you get a little bit stronger. The thing I like personally about this game is the little bit stronger transfers and correlates very well to the core part of the game, which is PvP.
Every named item got bumped to 65 for this update. Maybe? I'm not 100% sure.
Bro, I'm gonna fail. I just randomly got teleported. Oh my god, I gotta do that quest all over again.
How are you gonna play? This game's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, give me like 3 weeks to think about it.
Yeah.
Watch you guys play first.
I'm so fucking mad. I gotta do that all over again.
Why'd you get TP'd?
I don't know. Maybe the quest is bugged. Maybe this will always happen. I think a bunch of people got teleported because they all typed in chat, why did I get TP'd? There's a chance that this quest is bugged. So you might have to do it a few times until you get lucky.
First quest in.
First quest bugged.
It's a good start.
Did Justin say he was gonna play last night?
I don't know. He kept going back and forth. He said we were on the game last night, and he said he hates it and he's never playing. And then 2 minutes later, he said he's gonna play. And then I asked him again, and he said he's not.
That sounds about right.
And he said like, "What's the point?" or something. I don't know.
I mean, that is a good point. What is the point? But the point is to just experience the new stuff and then probably never play again, which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still like a point.
The next day.
Justin said he was gonna play.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. He said last
Exciting.
night. I said 9 a.m. and he said I'll be there. It's 9:30, but it's fine. He'll be here.
All good.